Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event at Table Rock Sports Productions. I'm Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster, coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. Thanks for joining us tonight. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, today featuring the traveling North Bend Bulldogs versus your Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Central Point School District and our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sport Network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere you can connect for free. We also invite our fans to check out all the features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streaming events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. So again, welcome here on this Friday night, the end of holiday break, if you will. Just a couple more days until everything seems to get back to normal. Kids are in school, people are back at work. Jason, good to see you.
Likewise, Jeff, good to be here with you on a Friday night at Crater High School.
We're excited about this one, the second Midwestern League tilt for both teams. Again, we have the North Bend Bulldogs traveling over from Coos Bay to take on the Crater Comets here. And so, but we've got about 4 minutes to tip. It gives us an opportunity to chat a little bit about the past week in the Crater Comets and what we both saw in person and then also on video up at the Les Schwab Invitational. Jason, we'll start out with that first game. Comets took on a 6A powerhouse in Clackamas. We were there.
What a treat. We did an up and back that day, caught some good games at the Les Schwab Invitational. And as you mentioned, Jeff, that game against Clackamas, that was the two most highly rated players in the state of Oregon in Nathan Biddle for Crater and Ben Gregg for Clackamas, and that was a game I think that a lot of people were looking for to see how those two did head-to-head. Unfortunately, Biddle found himself a little bit of foul trouble in the first half, and so what ended up happening was 6'6" senior Kruger Edwards really drew the task of guarding Ben Gregg and did a nice job on Ben Gregg. Jeff, that game, Crater came out ahead of Clackamas 71-54, but just a great game, fun game, wonderful environment up at Liberty High School.
And that put the Comets in the winner's bracket. Again, a 16-team tournament from teams all around the nation. A lot of Portland schools in there as well. But the Comets then faced the Jefferson Democrats, the 6A powerhouse, year after year out of the PIL League. And they went down to the Democrats.
They did. They lost 58-76 to Jefferson. Jefferson just a stacked athletic team. They've got some Division I football players on their team, a sensational freshman in 6'6" freshman Mookie Smith, one of the top-rated freshmen on the West Coast, not just in the state of Oregon. And again, the basketball up there was just it was a real treat to any basketball fan to get up and watch it. I would encourage anyone who wanted to go see, and especially nice for us getting to watch our hometown Crater Comets.
And then the Comets then took on Bishop Gorman. And those of you that haven't heard of Bishop Gorman, they're out of Las Vegas. And they are, I believe, the number 8th ranked high school team in the nation. Comets fell to Bishop Gorman by just 9 points. Again, a nice game from Biddle and Kruger Edwards, both alike in that game.
Both Biddle and Kruger acquitted themselves quite well up in Liberty. Bishop Gorman, a regional powerhouse year after year, and to come away from that game as close as it was, it was a statement game, and those are the kinds of games that young teams like these Crater Comets, they come away with some confidence, knowing that they can hang in there with some of the best players in the country.
And then the Comets finished off with a game on Monday against Churchill. Churchill ranked number 1 in the 5A ranks. Have beaten a handful of 6A schools this year, and don't want to say that they're the hands-down favorite to win the 5A title this year, but certainly played in the state championship last year, have all players back, and the Comets came away with a win.
That's right, and Churchill, a team that's loaded with seniors, a super sophomore in Samaje Morgan, otherwise pretty much all seniors on that team, and I think before they met the Comets, they probably were the hands-down favorite to win the Class 5A. Now I think at least there are some thoughts out there that a team like Crater can still knock a team like Churchill off.
So an overall record of 2-2 at the prestigious Les Schwab Invitational Tournament for the Crater Comets. One could argue that that's a successful tournament for Coach Chris Schmerbach and his Comets. Got starting lineups now for the Bulldogs out of North Bend. First, number 5, he's not on our roster, of course. Excuse me, number 2, he is not on our roster.
I think it's Garrison Mateski.
Okay, I'm going to have.
Believe.
All right, and then I've got number 3. You know what? I'm looking at maybe last year's program. No, I'm not. It says 1920.
Brady Messner. It looks like they're messing with us a little bit on the roster.
I'm going to have you announce. Number 23 for the North Medford Bulldogs is who?
Let's see. Okay, so number 23. That I don't have. They must have put in their home color uniforms.
There we go.
On the numbers.
So we're going to do the best.
So we just don't have them. We'll try and catch up as we go. Nate Biddle receiving an award with his parents Ryan and Sue Biddle before the game. I'm not sure what it was because Jeff and I were trying to figure out the numbers for North Bend.
Starting lineups now for the Comets. Comets wearing their all white trimmed in gray. That's 6-foot senior Jaden Grains wearing number 0. Junior Braden Ray at 5'8", wearing number 1. Hunter Chubb, 6'1", junior fellow guard, wearing number 4. Kruger Edwards, 6'6", senior, wearing 21. And then Nathan Biddle, 6'11", junior, wearing number 32. We're going to pause for a national anthem. And here we are, first quarter action for the first game of the year here at Crater Gymnasium. Second game of the year in the Midwestern League. Comets are 1-0. Of course, they picked up that early season league win up in North Eugene, a hard-fought win. The Bulldogs opened up with a loss earlier this year, so they're 0-1 in the Midwestern League, currently stand at 2-5.
Bulldogs are hungry for a win here, Jeff. December 19th was their last win, and that was against 4A Cottage Grove. Their other only win was against 4A Junction City, and their last win was at the South Coast Les Schwab tournament held at Marshfield High School on the 19th of December, so they're looking for a win.
Pass up and into Biddle. That comes from Hunter Chubb. Biddle grabs it with two hands, off 2 feet. Tomahawk dunk.
And Jeff, speaking of the Les Schwab Invitational, you know, we saw some really superior high school basketball players up there. And even with some of the big, athletic, top high school players in the region, they still struggled with how to handle Nathan Biddle and his length.
And here's a leak out from Hunter Chubb from Nate Biddle. He goes up with a one-handed jam. So 2 field goals early for the Comets, and they're both dunks. A two-handed affair from Biddle, a one-handed affair from Chubb, both juniors. Bright future here for the Comets.
An assist from Chubb to Biddle and an assist from Biddle to Chubb.
Here we go now. We believe that's Brady Messner. Messner into Bergmeyer. Back to Bergmeyer, and he's up and in for two. 4-2 on the John L. Scott scoreboard with 6.5 left to go. First quarter. Braden Ray over to Biddle. The Bulldogs in an early zone defense here to battle the height of the Comets. Good ball movement. Biddle with an open look at the top of the key, and he hits it. So 3 of 3 for the Comets, 100%.
You can tell the Comets are excited to be back in their home gym, Jeff. They're comfortable. Here comes another dunk from Nathan Biddle.
And another jam. So 4 field goals here at 100% shooting for the Comets, 3 of which are the dunks. Bulldogs tonight in their brown, trimmed in yellow, and that's going to be the first turnover for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs coached by Bill Calloway. Calloway in his second year in Coos County there, leading North Bend Charge. Last year's record for the Bulldogs was a straight 11-11 as Biddle has another look from the wing, comes up long. Rebounded by Messner, stole away by Ray, up by Chubb, he misses it. That's brought down by number 11. We believe that's Kyle Martin.
Coach Calloway wants a timeout. He's not liking what he's seeing so far, Jeff.
It's a 30-second timeout. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Comets 9, Bulldogs 2. And welcome back here to Crater Gymnasium. Ball knocked out of the hands of Jaden Bray. Ball off Comets. Possession to the Bulldogs. Stolen away by Braden Ray right in front of the Comet bench.
Jeff, Braden Ray just really knows his role on this team. He's a defensive stopper. He's a hustle guy. He gets low. See, there you go. Right away, you got the pressure. But he picked up a quick foul there.
Kruger Edwards starts off tonight right where he left off up in Portland. Nice jumper for the 6'6 senior.
Kruger was a real bright spot for the Comets up in Liberty High School. He just played well, got rebounds, was in double figures in scoring, and played great defense. And again, you see that lockdown defense that he's showing now.
Leteski over to Messmer. Now in the hands of Byers. And almost stolen away by Vrains, and that's going to end up to be stolen away. He's got an easy pass to Kruger Edwards with an alley-oop and a dunk off the rim.
And a technical. And I disagree with that, Jeff. You know, if he had let go of the rim, he would have either landed on his back. He had to swing back. So I just don't understand, and I'm not alone. Coach Schmerbach, and it sounds like everybody else in this Crater Gymnasium disagrees with that technical foul.
You know, it's hard to be a referee, but you know, all these referees, Jason, on the court look to be, they're under 6 foot. Let's give it that. And you know, so when you play above the rim like that, you don't know the threat of someone coming underneath you. And Kruger felt he needed to protect himself. He hung on the rim a bit too long, and the referee, veteran crew here, disagreed with him. So technical for the Bulldogs. They pick up a pair of free throws, brings us to 13-4, but a beautiful steal and a nice pass
Great
from
steal,
Brains.
excellent pass from Jaden Brains. Jaden had a number of good assists, again, at the Les Schwab Invitational. His turnover ratio was a little higher than what he's going to like to see, but again, Jaden's only been back for a few games now, and we expect him to shake off that rust. Tonight will be a good run for him, it looks like, so far.
Into the game for the Comets, Blake Eaton. He's a junior, wears number 11. And also a junior, that is Malachi Grant, wearing number 15 for Coach Chris Schmerbach's Comets. Full gym tonight. It's a Friday night, but this team's going to get much, much more attention as the season goes on. You're going to see this gym full night after night. As you can see here in the first quarter action, there's a lot to see if you're a basketball fan. Man-to-man defense by the Comets. And that's going to be a hold on Malachi Grant for his first personal foul. The Comets' 4th of the half.
Referee's not allowing any kind of hand check at all. He just, what Malachi just did there is something you see frequently with that offhand kind of down around the waist of the offensive player, but the officials not allowing that.
Byers has it. He's guarded by Chubb. Gets it off to Leteski.
Well, you can see this defensive intensity from the Comets, Jeff, is really causing fits for this North Bend Bulldog team. They're not even really able to get the ball down past the three-point line on their motion offense.
Again here, mid-first quarter action as crowds continue to funnel in here to Crater Gymnasium. 13-4 in favor of the Comets. A lob into Biddle from Colton Vrains, who's checked in. Another 2 for the junior.
Quick 9 points in the first quarter for Biddle with 3 minutes yet to play.
Nice shot by Byers. He can't get that to go. An outlet leak to Jaden Vrains, and he is called for traveling. He's trying to gather his steps. He went up, got a little bit higher than I thought he could get up.
I think he got higher than everybody thought he could get, except for maybe Jaden. He just needed one extra step for it.
Certainly got that ball and his full hand over that. Could have flushed that, but travel called, turnover on the Comets.
And again, just very aggressive defense from the Comets, guarding the Bulldogs clear out at half court.
There's a give and go, a nice play, but a block by Biddle, but a foul beforehand on Vrains. And that's going to put Brady Messmer, the 6-foot junior, on the line for the Bulldogs. Game previous to this, you may have been watching on Table Rock. The Crater varsity girls took down the Lady Bulldogs and pushes their record to 9-1. They're currently ranked number 4 in OSAA rankings. That is the girls squad here for the Comets. 1 of 2 made by Messmer. Rebound by Biddle. He chooses to bring the ball up the court. Bulldogs still in the zone. Here comes Idiart Law Group in the posters, the dunk posters. Someone's going to have to update Aaron.
Yeah, that's right.
On the
3 quick dunks to start the game. Right. Here comes another
one. Yeah. Just in time. Biddle with another 2.
Jaden Brains even trying to soak the Idiart Law Group for another $25. Is that what they're paying, $25 per dunk, Jeff?
$25 per dunk.
Well,
I think they're down a cool 150 already in the first quarter here. It's great to have their support here at Crater High School. On the court for the Comets, it's Eaton, Grant, Ray, Young Brains, Colton, and Biddle. Pass up into Biddle. He's held down low by a trio of Bulldogs. That'll be the first foul.
It's a litter of Bulldogs, right?
A litter of Bulldogs.
It's one I do not have to look up unless I'm wrong about that.
I like it. Ball goes into Kruger Edwards. Into the game is Maddox Mateski for the Bulldogs. Rebound by number 12. I believe that's Kyle Martin. Martin now with the ball.
That's the one number that OSAA website actually did have on their roster, Jeff, is 12. So I'm comfortable saying that's Kyle Martin.
Shot comes up short for the Bulldogs. Biddle bringing the ball down to Eaton. Good ball movement in the corner right in front of us. Colton Brains, nothing but net. 3-pointer for the sharp-shooting sophomore. Under a minute left here in the first quarter. 20-5. Three-point shot up and in for number 23. We believe that's John Bergmeyer, 6-foot senior. There's Biddle into the middle. Nice pass to Braden Ray off the front of the rim. Brought down by Mateski. 20 seconds left. There's Mateski, he's long, brought down by Biddle. Going to take the last shot, says Coach Chris Schmerbach and the Crater contingent. 7 seconds. Three-point shot by Biddle is up and in. That's going to do it for the first quarter. A great quarter.
Fitting into the quarter for the Comets.
On the John L. Scott scoreboard, it's the Crater Comets 23, the North Bend Bulldogs 8.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajakapal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And we're back to live action here, a Midwestern League tilt, the second of the season for both these teams. Comets look to push their league record to 2-0. The Bulldogs look to go to 1-1. Comets come in ranked second, Jason, in overall rankings. Again, we're very early, just the 9th game of the year for the Comets. Bulldogs currently ranked 24th. Turnover on the Bulldogs. Tyler McIntosh, the senior, has checked in, stands 6'1", whereas number 33, a standout on the gridiron for Coach Randy Waite.
Also seeing some time in this first half is Peyton Anhorn, a 5'10" junior. And Peyton has not seen a lot of time on the court this season so far, so against the Bulldogs, he may get more time than what he has. Although that was an errant pass to Kruger Edwards on the elbow. knocked out by the Bulldogs.
Mentioned last year the Bulldogs finished at 11-11. They were 6-10 in the league, finished number 15 in the state. And of course they had Jaden Frank, the all-state guard, at the 4A level his junior year. And then his senior year, boy, he had to deal with the tough Midwestern League Conference at 5A level. Cross-court pass from Anhorn. Good ball movement by the Comets here early. So these
good skip passes against that zone offense. You could tell that was the intent as Nate Biddle's out. Kruger Edwards still in the middle, but they had to attack that zone defense a little bit differently than with Nate, where they kind of had to find those gaps and attack the gaps, Jeff.
Shot by number 12 for the Bulldogs. I believe that's Kyle Martin, comes off long. 23-8 here, 6 minutes to go, second quarter.
So you can see it's just a different look offensively from these Comets there. We got it inside to Kruger. Nice little fake up and under, but the jump hook a little hard off the back iron, but it's just different without Nate Biddle roaming the middle because he draws so much attention from the defense. Kruger with another good rebound.
Brains up to Tyler McIntosh, and that's going to be a foul and send McIntosh to the line. Foul's on number 23.
I think that's Dakota Gall. I'm going to see if I can check that.
That sends McIntosh to the line for what will be his third and fourth free throws of the year. Currently 100%. And the announcer jinx. Hard off the back of the iron for Tyler. Mass substitutions for Coach Bill Galloway now as the Bulldogs look to refresh.
So number 23 I heard was Chase Platt. 21 in our book. He's 23 out here, Jeff. Nate Biddle getting ready to check back in the game. So whatever kind of a breather the Bulldogs just got just went away.
And that's going to be an illegal screen on number 25. And that's Kai Reeser, number 25. We're just going to have to listen to the PA announcer. That's how we're going to have to get the names with the numbers, huh? Long shot by Hunter Chubb at the top of the key. Nothing but net with a hand in his face. So the junior, 6'1 junior, and good start for Hunter.
Hunter Chubb also had a nice few games up at the Les Schwab Invitational, Jeff. Prep Hoops Oregon, which is rights for all the local Oregon high school teams. They named Hunter as kind of one of the under-the-radar guys that is one to watch. So good to see Hunter getting a little bit of publicity.
Mentioned it's the 9th game for the Comets. It's just the second game here at home. First game against 4A Mazama Vikings in December. Ball's tipped away in the hands of Brains. Brains turns it back over into the hands of Messmer. 4.5 minutes left here on a Friday night early in July. Stolen away by Brains. He's now on the move up the right-hand side. Pauses, goes up like Ben Simmons of the Sixers and in for the lefty. Ben Simmons just a little bit taller.
So the Comets have laid off the defense, picking the Bulldogs up at half court, but Coach Schmerbach still a coach that likes to focus on defensive pressures, so you know that the Comets are not going to lay off the pressure.
Speaking of Coach Schmerbach, he's now in his 5th year here at Crater High School as Biddle steals that away. Pass over to Kruger. Edwards goes up high on the left-hand side and finishes with his right.
Great finish from Kruger. It looked like he was a little too far out when he jumped to dunk it, but just banged it off the backboard.
Really good 5-game stretch here for Kruger Edwards. A key catalyst for the Comets moving forward this season. Knocked out of bounds.
Kruger can be a big difference maker for the Comets this year. With all the focus on Nate Biddle, to have a 6'6" guy on the other side of the lane is just a real nice feature.
Bucket's going to count from the foul called from the far side referee. That's going to send number 4 to the line. I believe that's Brady Messner. Second foul picked up by Kruger Edwards. Up and in for Messmer. Into the game, junior Malachi Grant. As mentioning, Coach Chris Schmerbach moves his current record here at Crater High School in the 5 years, 67-46. There were some lean years early on, but the last 2.5 years have really turned it on. Last year were 19-10, and again they finished 4th overall in the Midwestern League and 4th overall in the state because of that guy and other several key members. As Biddle drives to his left, lays it in with his left for another 2.
And that's the kind of thing that Nate can show you, Jeff. Not only is he long, a good shooter, and a presence inside, but you know, he took his defender off the dribble there and then jumped in, stole that pass. I mean, he's just the complete package.
Another steal and 2 points for Biddle as the Bulldogs quickly down. Rebounded by a young Colton Grains. He brings it up the left-hand side now, assesses the court, decides to slow it down. 2.5 minutes left here in second quarter. Malachi Grant has an open look, comes up a bit short, tipped down into Messmer's hands. A long leak to the Bulldogs, and he's going to be fouled by Malachi Grant. I believe that's Brady Messmer. Folks, stay tuned for coming up as the Crater Foundation halftime report. The foundation provides scholarships for our Crater graduates to help them take the next step and succeed. Learn how you can help them as well at craterfoundation.district6.org. Fouls on number 15 again, Malachi Grant. That's his second. Getting valuable minutes tonight and experience for the Comets. Ball is up and in. 34-12 now. 2 minutes left second quarter. Ball's pushed up into the far left-hand quarter of Chubb. He goes up high. Nice defense by Messmer. Picked up by Grant. He's going to be tied up in the middle and stolen away. Malachi, the son of Colin Grant, former South Medford Panther, played for Dennis Murphy. All rebounded by Biddle. Foul on number 13 of the Bulldogs.
Sophomore Caden Lassiter getting the cheer from the home crowd. I think his teammates on the JV team as he's checking in for fellow sophomore Colton Brains.
You may remember, recognize the name Lassiter. He was a pivotal pin inside Randy Waite's defense for the Crater Comets. Played in that state title game, led him to the second place finish at the 5A level.
All conference linebacker.
Only at a sophomore. Good movement from the Comets. Long shot by Biddle. Goes into the bench of the Bulldogs. Tried to be saved by Braden Ray. Possession Bulldogs. So long shot by Biddle. And ball goes out of bounds here. 1.5 minutes left second quarter as Coach Chris Schmerbach applauds. More defense. On the court for the Comets is Lassiter, Ray, Grant, Eaton, and Biddle. All juniors, and one sophomore, excuse me. Braden Ray into the middle to Lassiter. Lassiter cross-court pass. Ball is just tossed up high. Good help from the backside by Byers.
So on that possession, Jeff, I think the Comets really forced that pass to the middle to Nathan Biddle a little too much. Instead of doing the quick swing pass, let Nathan Seal force that zone defense to kind of shift, and that's going to give him some spots open, because when you're just forcing it from that one side. See, there they did a swing. Braden Ray found him while the defense was still shifting, and there was a big hole in the zone.
Gives Nathan an opportunity to seal as that Mull's moving around, and better opportunity to get that ball right in his basket where he can handle it better. 13 seconds left here in the first half. And stick around for our Crater Foundation halftime report. Jason and I will talk about other ongoings basketball-wise. Nice shot by Byers at the buzzer for the Bulldogs. A beautiful up and under with the left hand. And Coach Bill Calloway says, absolutely, great shot, son. That's going to do it on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's the Crater Comets 36 and the North Bend Bulldogs 14. We'll be right back after a few messages.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Hello, I'm School Resource Officer Robert Monenbach from the Central Point Police Department. Along with Officer Godley, we work to keep School District 6 students safe. As school resource officers, we receive specialized training to help students feel safe and offer someone to turn to with questions or concerns. This resource is not only for the students, but it extends to the parents and school staff. Part of our duties include visiting each school in Central Point and leading the 5th grade DARE education program each year. Central Point Police Department, dedicated to service and committed to excellence.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Griffin with a message from the Central Point Police Department about our Explorer program. If you're between 14 and 21 years of age and are interested in a career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just the program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Central Point Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Central Point Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
And welcome back here as we near live play for the third quarter. Again, Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster. Big thanks to our technical director, Chelsea Brewster.
She makes this look easy.
That's right.
And it's not.
Like what's that you say, Jason? The straw that stirs the...
She is the straw that stirs the drink, huh?
Drink, yes. It's important, Chelsea. That's what that means.
I hope it's a good drink.
Starters for the Comets to start out the second half. Brains, Ray, Chubb, Edwards, and Biddle. Ball up from Hunter Chubb, and no one can get that high, around 10, 11 feet. Biddle grabs it and goes up for the dunk. Similar start to the second half.
Jeff, it starts to make you think that maybe these Comets are looking to soak the Idiart law firm.
Long shot from the Bulldogs, tracked down by Vrains, is assessing the court. Long pass up to Ray, now to Chubb.
I see 6 dunk signs up there for this game so far at $25 per. My math says that's a $150 check, and we're just starting the second half.
There's another 25 as pass goes down from Edwards to Biddle for his 4th point of the half. Rim getting a workout tonight. Here's Byers, who had that nice finish at the first half and end of the first half, and it's going to be a turnover on the young man. Possession Comets.
Jaden Vrains spied out that pass and jumped the passing lane. That's something that Jaden has always done really, really well, is get into passing lanes. He's got long arms, quick feet, and he anticipates passes. Bulldogs are stretching out their zone a little bit more, which I think is why we're seeing that big hole in the middle. It's Kruger Edwards drives the baseline and jams it home.
Nice move to the baseline as he gets an applause from his older brother, Kiefer Edwards, the 5A state player of the year. That might not be Kiefer over there. That might be Kramer, his oldest brother.
Somebody else with a baseball cap on.
Nonetheless, a great move to the baseline by Kruger Edwards. He went to his left, hugged the baseline, went up strong, powerful body. Throws it down with 2 hands, hangs again.
Yep, he did, but after the earful the officials got last time, I don't think they were interested in another technical. But Kruger is really showing some good stuff for us, Jeff, for the Comets here. Probably his last 4 or 5 games. You know, he had kind of a rough spell over in Klamath Falls at Henley High School, but since then he's just come alive.
Kiefer, if you're watching, I don't think you can do that. Your younger brother goes off 1 foot and throws it down. Of course, his Comet faithful watchers know Kiefer Edwards tore up the place just a couple years ago. A 2-footed jumper certainly wore out the iron here.
We saw some highlight dunks from Kiefer Edwards. That long 2-pointer from Brady Mesner, excuse me, just had his toe on the line.
42-16. The Bulldogs come back out in a zone. Pass from Vrains down to Edwards, so his 4th point.
Nice extra pass, good recognition from Vrains.
Long shot by the Bulldogs, brought down by Edwards. Long pass from Edwards. That's going to be a turnover, goes in the hands of Byers, who's now on the move up the court, chased by Chubb. Nice shot up and in by number 23. That is
I believe that's Chase Platt.
Yeah, nice shot.
That was right over the outstretched arms of Biddle.
Three seconds in the lane, I believe, was the call.
It looked like it. I didn't spy it out before he called it, but that's the only thing I could guess. I didn't see any foul away from the ball. He didn't report a foul.
Next game for the Comets is Tuesday, and I believe the Eagle Point Eagles.
That's right. But I think that might have gotten changed to Wednesday,
really?
Jeff. I was just looking on the OSAA website, and the calendar looks like it got changed to Wednesday. So we'll get back to you on that one.
The Eagles hosting the Winston Churchill Lancers tonight in Eagle Point. Substitutions now, 2 Vrains on the court, Jaden and Colton. Mason is very close to the bench. He wants to in and make it 3 Vrains. Nice block by Biddle as Byers is trying to go by. Jason, you are correct. Our research team here in the booth says Comets and Eagles will tip on Wednesday. Offensive rebounds for the Bulldogs. Leads to a 2-point shot. I believe that's Chase Platt. So the 6'3" junior getting a few shots up and in. Biddle up and in for the miss.
That's 6 points for Platt. 7 points for Brady Mesner. Platt's feeling lucky. Just got that one past Biddle again.
Up and down action here in the 3rd quarter. Again, these North Bend Bulldogs, just a year and a half ago, were at the 4A level in what was called the Far West League. And they moved up to 5A last year and joined the Midwestern League. Of course, the Midwestern League, teams such as Eagle Point, Springfield, Thurston, Ashland, North Eugene, Willamette, Churchill, and Crater. So 9-team league. Very competitive in all sports. A nice block by Biddle as Messner tries to go under in the hands of Byers.
Byers thought the better of it, made the right decision. Platt knocks down a 3.
Yeah. Jason, these Bulldogs were state champs last year in track and field at the 5A level as Biddle throws down another dunk. Certainly a strong track and field team out in Coos Bay. That's going to be a full timeout on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's the Comets 46 and the Bulldogs 23.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lake who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just a dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
And welcome back to Crater High School. 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Comets up by 23. Platt has the hot hand here in the third quarter, and he hits another field goal.
Platt looking like he's getting comfortable shooting around Nathan Biddle. He's smart enough to get that shot off before he gets too close.
Ball from Brains in deep to Biddle, up and over Platt. An easy two for Nathan.
Jeff, that's something we've seen Nathan develop really this year, his junior year. He's gotten enough strength to where guys can't push him around on the block like that. He kind of lowered his shoulder, backed Platt off enough to get the two.
Stolen away by Colton Brains, up by Jaden. His left hand, and he rolls it in for two, assist to his brother.
Jaden looked like he ran out of a little bit of gas from his first half attempt at the dunk. Kruger Edwards following him, just begging for something off the glass.
Not this time, but there'll be another. Platt again open for what I think is his fifth field goal here of the third quarter. Nice for the junior out of North Bend. Long shot by Biddle in front of the student section, so.
Biddle is 3 of 5, if my count is right, Jeff, from three-point land.
And that one was deep.
It's a real luxury when you've got a 6'11" guy who can shoot from that depth.
Byers up and in with the left hand. And we saw that nice finish at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, he's had two nice, difficult finishes near the rim.
Blake Eaton with the shot. He's got that great rotation, Jason, and that's something we haven't seen a whole lot this year. He came out last year on fire, beginning that long football season this year. Nice
football
shot.
Season really ran up to a week before basketball season. Eaton a good shooter, and I think he needed that, Jeff. He got you see the ball go in the hole, you gain a little bit of confidence, and it'll be good to see Blake take that open shot from here on.
It's just a nice rotation on that ball for young Blake. So 56-29 here, 40 seconds left, third quarter. Comets look to push their overall record to 6-3. Their Midwestern League to 2-0. Before taking on Eagle Point next Wednesday. We'll have both the girls and the boys games live on Table Rock Sports. Stolen away by Braden Ray. A foul prior. First foul, team foul that is, on the Bulldogs, the second half. Kick ball out of bounds to the Comets here with just over 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Last year, Comets played the Bulldogs twice, came away with wins in Coos Bay and also here in Central Point, 55-38 and 68-50. Yours truly and Jason got to visit Bandon Dunes earlier that day on our trip. I don't know if you told Chelsea that or not, but she now knows.
She was aware of that.
Okay.
She gave me a little bit of spending money for that trip.
All right. Hey, that's the end of the third quarter, folks. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Comets 56 and the Bulldogs 29. We'll be right back.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And welcome back here. Start of third quarter actions. Comet possession. Most famous alum that I can find from North Bend High School. Yeah, Bill Borcher. He's a high school player there. Played football, played basketball, went on to actually play at the University of Oregon. Was a high school coach in the Coos Bay area for several years. I believe at Marshfield High, and then became the University of Oregon basketball coach from 1950 to 1956.
Oh, nice.
Back
tell me, didn't Steve Prefontaine grow up in that area, Jeff, or am I getting outside of your knowledge? I know he's a track guy, which you are as well.
He's from Coos County. He went to Marshfield High.
Okay, Marshfield High.
Yep.
All right.
Prefontaine. Nice shot.
Wow,
Number
nice rotation
13,
on that
the
ball.
lefty.
And we'll have to get back to you on who that is, but he should be shooting more, I think.
Should. Another good story coming out of Coos Bay. In 1908, the high school was named, as Biddle goes up for another 2, working and breaking in the rims. In 1908, the high school is called Kinney High School. And a year and a half later, it was renamed to North Bend High School. This was after Kinney didn't actually have clear title to the land. And
stuff like that must have just happened back then,
right.
you know, when someone can get away with something like that. The Idiots can't afford any more of those dunks, by the way, Jeff. You might notice we can't get our camera guy to pan up there, but when we're over on Crater's end, as 13, boy, he's just coming out on fire. Nice drive past Biddle. I've got 12 dunks now from Crater, as they're having to flip signs upside down.
I can't do that math. I did 020 math in college, Jason. That's no credit math for those of you that don't know what 020 math is, but it's a lot of money. Nice. Thankful to our sponsors at Idiart Law Group.
Indeed.
Here in Central Point. 60-34, 5.5 minutes. Comets in a man-to-man defense. Brains, Colton, Grant.
Wow.
Nice shot again.
I'm sorry, but
field goal in a row.
Whoever this no-name person is, he is impressing. He's come in and knocked down 7 quick points, and he hasn't missed.
Coach Schmerbach wants a timeout to get some more players in action. That's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on LithiaSuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
And we're back into live action. On the court for the Comets is Chubb, Edwards, Anhorn, who you see with the ball, Lassiter, and Grant roaming the baseline. Anhorn up. The shot comes up short. Nice opportunity for some of these role players to get more minutes, to become more comfortable as the season goes on. Coach Schmerbach is going to need their expertise. Here's Hunter Chubb. Up for another one-handed slam from the right-hand lane. I didn't think he's going to be able to get there.
I didn't either. He stretched out, and Hunter Chubb has some speed to him too, Jeff. Looked like he was going to get chased down on that, but he was determined to get another $25 from the Idiart Law Group.
Mentioned earlier, the Crater girls head coach Scott Dipple ran their record up to 9-1. Their only loss, a bad loss, to South Medford Panthers. Of course, they're a top team at the 6A level, but really didn't play as well as they could. Edwards makes another 2. Speaking of Coach Schmerbach, he has a daughter on that 6A South Medford team.
That's right, Emma Schmerbach, a junior. And she's had a nice season.
Ball stolen away by Malachi Grant, who's on the move up the right-hand side. He's going to give it to Lassiter. Lassiter up, comes up short, and back in the hands of Grant. Grant up, and he's going to be fouled. A couple of free throws for Malachi.
And this is good stuff. Like you said earlier, Jeff, junior Malachi Grant has not gotten a lot of playing time, and it just looks like he hasn't had a chance to settle in. Malachi's a quality basketball player, and just spending some time out on the court during these varsity minutes is positive stuff for him as he gets his first varsity bucket with that free throw.
Folks, Bill's Glass is proud to be a sponsor of Table Rock Sports. Bill's Glass has been in the industry leader at Clear Choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years, covering full spectrum of glass from your vehicle to any room in your house. Locally owned, family-run Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Junior Spencer Higginson has checked in for the Comets. Good defense again there from Malachi Grant as he got the block. Kruger Edwards over to help.
Anhorn's going to be fouled on the ground, the third team foul of the Bulldogs. Also want to get a shout out to Travel Medford. Southern Oregon's a hotbed for local sports at the youth, high school, college, and even Olympic level. Stay in touch with all sports in Southern Oregon at southernoregonsports.com.
Sophomore Caden Price has now checked in as well. And Spencer Higginson just gets his first bucket off the nice pass from Kruger Edwards.
And it was an even nicer cut by young Spencer into the lane. On the court for the Comets is Anhorn, Higginson, Edwards, Lassiter, and Price. Now Price is a twin. Which one?
That is Caden Price. Caden Price is twin brother Logan Price. They played together on JV. Good athletes, good board game players, as the Prices frequent our house because Chelsea likes to play board games, and they like to play them as well.
I got to ask, what type of board games are we talking about? Monopoly, Sorry, Risk, what are we talking here? Scrabble?
Chelsea, you're going to have to weigh in on this one. What are your favorite board games to play with the Prices?
The Prices are good at a game called Code Names.
Yes.
And also we've played Chameleon lately, the Chameleon.
Yep. Code Names, they seem to just understand each other. They have a connection that I guess only twins have. As Caden Price gets that shot off a little bit hard off the back iron, but he's going to get another chance, and a nice pass to Peyton Anhorn.
Nice rebound by Higginson, and kick to Anhorn for his first two tonight. 69-36, 2.5 to go here, fourth quarter. Two shots for what will be, I believe that's Garrettson Mateski. He gobbled up the offensive rebound and is fouled on the putback. A couple 2019 graduates leaving the gym from last year's squad. That's Nathan Johnson and Nathan Horton. If they were just joined by Garrett Dance, that would be all three graduating seniors from last year's 19 and 10 squad. Timeout on the court. That's a full timeout. We're going to take it here at TableRockSports.net. Score of 69-36. We'll be right back.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
And welcome back here. A pair of free throws for Metesky. He's fouled into the game for the Comets. This is McIntosh, the senior, wearing 33. This is Lassiter with it. Gets the ball tipped out of his right hand into the hands of Platt. Now to Byers. 2 minutes left. Comets still in a smothering man-to-man defense. The Bulldogs have a long ride home, Jason. 170 miles, what will be close to 3 hours. It's just part of the torture of this Midwestern League. Not only a tough game, tough loss, but a long bus trip thereafter.
Yeah, North Bend really kind of out away from all the other Midwestern League teams, Jeff. We've got Crater, Eagle Point, and Ashland here in Jackson County. You know, four teams in the Eugene-Springfield area, but North Bend just out there by themselves, so they just have to travel.
As we near the end of this one, again, stick with us for the MyCircleK.com post-game show, which comes your way next. We'll recap today's scoring, look at a few key stats. We're going to have our Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game right here in the booth, so stick around for that. All here during the MyCircleK.com post-game show up next. A couple free throws for Price.
That is for Caden Price, yes. Nice long outlet pass from Caden Lassiter to Caden Price. Price drives baseline, gets fouled, gets the basket.
So you're saying both Price twins play on the JV team?
Both Price twins, in fact, this is their second year on the JV team. As freshmen, they also played on JV. And so this is Caden Price's first opportunity to swing and play some varsity. And I'm sure his brother Logan will also get a chance to play some varsity.
Stolen away by Byers, but brought back by Lassiter. He's double teamed now. Anhorn now top of the key. Makes a move to his right. It's going to be fouled. Fifth team foul on the Bulldogs as some of the Comet faithful now feel this win is secure, and they're heading home to continue this Friday night. Again, My Circle K post-game show as Peyton Anhorn gets his third and fourth point. Coming up next, we'll have the Oregon Sports Commission's player of the game right here in the booth. Stick around for that right after the game. Player control foul, charge taken by football player, linebacker, wide receiver, Tyler McIntosh.
He just stood in there with 16 seconds left and took that charge, not giving up any easy buckets to these Bulldogs. Like that competitiveness.
Who else than a football player to take a charge?
Yeah.
Final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, Comets 72, Bulldogs 39. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, hit a few key stats on the My Circle K post-game report, and hear from the Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game.
workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com. Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Crater Foundation, who provides scholarship assistance to every graduating senior from Crater High School who applies for one, and provides scholarship assistance to students continuing their education after completing at least 1 year of college. Since its inception, the Crater Foundation has awarded over $4.38 million in scholarship assistance to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater Foundation is dedicated to providing these scholarships to Crater High grads and relies solely upon the support of the community, individuals, local businesses and organizations, alumni, and District 6 staff members to do so. Become a part of the Crater Foundation community and contribute to making dreams a reality. If you're interested in making a donation or sponsoring a scholarship, please contact us by email at craterfoundation@district6.org or by phone at 541-494-6308.
And welcome back here to Crater High School. We've got our Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game. This is Kruger Edwards, the 6'6" senior for Coach Chris Schmerbach's Comets. They come away with the win tonight by a score of 72-39, Jason?
72-39.
All right, congratulations, Kruger. Glad to have you up here in the booth. Nice start this season, 6-3.
Kruger Edwards had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists tonight, and just another spectacular defensive effort. You know, Jeff and I were commenting about your defense, especially up at the Les Schwab Invitational. I mean, just sensational. So another really good defensive
Talk to us actually a little bit about the Les Schwab. Prestigious tournament in the nation. You guys played 4 games. Special event for anybody to go and play in, let alone see. What did you like about Portland?
I liked how we knew we were going to have a lot of battles every game, and we knew we weren't the best team there, and we knew we had to work hard and work as a team, something we always had to focus on.
Yeah, you guys came away with a 2-2, played 4 really difficult teams. It's going to help you as the season progresses, but I really thought you had an outstanding tournament. I watched live the first game and the other games online with several other viewers, but nice job. And again, tonight, nice game. Talk to us a little bit about the plan coming in against North Bend tonight. What did you guys want to get accomplished?
Well, we knew we had a height advantage, which we have with a lot of teams, so we just knew we had to work it inside out and hustle on defense and offense. We knew they had zones, so we knew to push it so they can't get set. Uh,
Now I noticed, Kruger, it seemed, especially in the first half, your defense was just smothering, coming all the way out to half court. Looked like Coach Schmerbach asked you to back off of that a little bit, but was that also part of the game plan, or is that just Crater basketball?
That's just the new Crater basketball.
Yeah. Hey, Kruger, got to ask you, I know that you have your parents and your brothers, your grandparents come and watch the games. Is there anybody on Table Rock Sports that consistently watches you from afar?
Yeah, my grandma in California.
Grandma in California.
What's her name?
Patricia. We call her Pat.
All right, Pat. Hopefully you're joining and be able to see your grandson here in action. I've got to also ask you, your brother Kiefer, a couple years older, 5A state player of the year, now playing at SOU. He's a 2-footed jumper.
Yeah.
I've noticed you on the run. You're on the break. You had a nice dunk tonight on the baseline off 1 foot. Where's the whole 1 foot, 2 foot thing come in?
I don't know. That's how I've always done it. He can do both pretty good, but
can he?
Yeah.
Well, he jumps off his right or his left, but he seems to prefer jumping off both. And after you did that, I'll let you know just so you can be aware next time you see him. Jeff kind of called him out and told him he didn't feel like Kiefer would be able to perform the same dunk that you just did when you went baseline.
I've never seen
there it
Kiefer
is right
do
there
that.
on the replay.
Showing you a nice replay. Thanks, Chelsea, of that. So, again, congratulations, Kruger. It's our Southern Oregon Sports Commission player of the game. Come away with a win, move their overall league record to 2-0. And then their overall record to 6-3. So great having you up in the booth. We'll have a few words from our sponsors, and we'll come back here on TableRockSports.net.
Nice job, Kruger.
Thank you.
Perfect, man.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthernOregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And welcome back here to Crater High School. Comets come away with a win with 72-39. Before we close out and say goodbye until Wednesday, I know we have a few key stats we want to share with you, Jason.
So that brings the Comets record to 6-3, still second in the state. We'll see if anything gets shuffled around after tonight or maybe next week, Jeff. I guess just mostly for those of you keeping track at home on the Nate Biddle watch, Nathan Biddle came away from this game with 35 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 block shots. Jeff, as spectacular as those statistics are, they really don't even tell the full story of how Nathan affects a game. The things that he does, getting his teammates involved, and just modifying game plans from other teams. You could tell North Bend had no interest in shooting any shots in the key until Nathan Biddle checked out of the game. So he's a game changer, an exciting player to watch. We've been fortunate following Crater basketball, as we've talked about Kiefer Edwards a little bit earlier. Kiefer, a dynamic and exciting player to watch. Nathan Biddle, more of the same.
Again, Comets come away with a win. And those of you that are watching online, keep watching, but also get out here to Crater High School. Got some great basketball going on that you can see live with the eye. We want to thank you for watching today's broadcast. Be sure to download the free TableRockSports.net app and watch the replay of this game free on your mobile devices. We'd like to thank Crater High School Athletic Director David Hurd for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coach Chris Schmerbach and Bill Calloway. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be next Wednesday. Check out some of the great features on our updated website. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: Comets 72, Bulldogs 39. It's been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. With Chelsea Brewster, Jason Brewster, I'm Jeff Lang, saying thanks and watching. Good night from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon.